Hey guys, I'm Tyranids on occasion, and today we're playing some more Gladius with the Tyranids, and they're all spooky, but Space Marines. Just Space Marines are happening. Which is really my worst nightmare for this, this early. To have a bunch of armoured enemies come at us is really quite rough. We don't have a lot of armour piercing. I think our Tyranid warriors are pretty good, but I mean, look at that, armour penetration 0. Even their scything talons, 0 armor penetration, which feels very odd. And yeah, 0 armor penetration. So I have a lot of attacks, you know, against this 6 armor. We were able to do a pretty good amount of damage just from the amount of damage we can do, but yeah, we're not really bypassing the armor so much as overwhelming it, which I don't think it's great. It's not going to be great as soon as like some actual Space Marines appear, and trying to kill this tank is going to take some time. It's just, it's bad news. It's bad news. We need Carnifexes. And I wasn't really gearing development towards Carnifexes, you know? Oh, I got more whirlwinds? What is this whirlwind spam? Turn 28, just whirlwind spam. So bizarre. A simple shift in the structure of the great organisms that make up the Tyranid hive, birthing canals, are something like biological production liners. Sorry, lines, not liners. It's a production liner. I have no idea. Enabling many creatures to be produced in parallel without the direct oversight of the hive mind. So, less influence, less, you know, less psychic power having to be used. So, pretty handy. So, I think we might chase this guy down, or do you want to try and kill them? You are kidding me. Where the hell is their base? In fact, they're like right in the middle. That's so weird. Are you going to live? I think, well, we're definitely going to lose that unit, right? So let's just run away. Just get out of here. This is absurd. How do they have this much stuff already? Grim. I feel like we're kind of behind here. So, Tactical Space Marines. Where an objective must be seize tactical squads, attack in a storm of gunfire, and combat blades. Where the line must be held, these courageous warriors plant their feet, raise their weapons, and fight to the last. Armed with bolt guns and grenades, tactical squads are superbly versatile strategic assets. And a fortress of redemption. The fact that they can just, like, put a fortress next to any of their resource nodes is really going to be hard for us to overcome. Because they are going to keep throwing these down on the same spots we're taking over, and we don't have any armor piercing, so we can't fight a fortress. So yeah, we really need to get Carnifexes and stuff built. We really do. So Fortress of Redemption is a towering bulwark against the ravages of planetary invasion. Each is virtually impervious to conventional firepower. Yep, see, that's the problem. And the lower levels, bunker annexes and sub-crypts can house entire platoons of battle-ready warriors. First used by the Dark Angels Legion during the days of the Great Crusade, they have since been used by every military force in the Imperium and proven invaluable in its defence. Although, to be fair, they've got a lot of units. We could have had a lot more units, but we haven't had a lot of biomass. So yeah, we really want to have something that could farm biomass. Quickly. Very quickly. Racing across the blasted battlegrounds of the 41st millennium, scout bikers use their speed and maneuverability to outflank and outwit their foes. Shadowing their enemies' movements, scout bikers probe for weaknesses and assess their foes' intentions. Only once the element of surprise is guaranteed do they strike, roaring suddenly from concealment with guns blazing. Yep, sure they do. Do I want to pull these guys back? I think I do, actually. I think we may as well bring all of these guys back. Because that... yeah, orcs might grab that, but we're wasting too many units just babysitting that when we could have just everything destroyed by Space Marines any minute now. But yeah, that guy's so dead. So dead. Yeah, we can't even afford new ones because we have very little biomass. Yeah, we got problems, guys. We don't need to get like some reclamation pools built or something. It will cost us biomass to build, which is the annoying thing. But that's the same with having spent ore to build mines, you know, it's the same kind of thing. Raveners, fast beast unit bred for close combat. Ripper dispersion increases tile acquisition radius. Hive guard is a tough ranged infantry unit. Maybe that's good? I don't know. I don't know what their weapons are like. Increase armor penetration short range weapons seems important, so I think we'll try and do that. I think we sort of have to. Increases damage of melee weapons against infantry and monstrous creatures. That also sounds useful, actually. Let's get that first. So let's go for that. So all of our melee weapons will do more. And then we'll get that, so all our ranged weapons will do more. But this will be quicker, you see. So I like it more. Cool. Yeah. You do you. Ah, Tyranid warriors. You poor things. They're still going somehow, though. Not for much longer. There they go. And we'll just stay out their way. That's our plan. Stay out their way. That's taking damage, though. This is taking damage, so there's clearly something else fighting them up here. Which makes me wonder. Makes me wonder. Do I want to scout down this way, move along this way? Or turtle? I really have no idea. Not a clue what the plan is here. Alright, let's send you down here. I'm going to keep scouting. I want to see if we can find their base. That will help. So these Tyranid warriors, the fact they have so many whirlwinds is annoying, because it means they have the indirect fire and ludicrous range. It's really going to suppress us for a long time. It's going to make it really difficult to actually, like, do anything, because they're going to have additional attacks. Even if we are hiding in trees and really making it so they have to be in melee, they will never have to be, and that's rotten for us. Okay, that's getting built. That's fine. So what was the next thing we're going to build? Well, we're going to have to take over more territory first. By the looks of it. Oh no, we got one more building. Yeah, we just don't have any money. We will soon, though. So what's the plan? Do I want to get more biomass? I think probably, because I will need more soldiers. And just the fact that I'm having to ration biomass just to build the buildings I need is not good enough. We're going to have to get some more resource buildings built. Okay, they are attacking something else up here. God, I really need to know what that is. Really need to know. Also, is that all? No, stop it. I want to move here. I think this might be terrain they can't get over, in which case I just need to focus on sort of protecting here, really. Which could bode very well for us. Oh, found it. This must be their city. This must be it. So okay, so they were here and they moved up to fight neutral enemies, rather than going across to fight other neutral enemies. So that's good news. I'll keep them in here so I can just keep line of sight on them, I think. And two, I want to inch forwards a bit. Because, I mean, if I can get my Tyranid warriors onto, like, their whirlwind, great. I just don't know how much stuff there is around here. That's going to cause me other problems. It's tough. This is tough. And that is going to cost us 30. Let's get it now. Because I think that can earn us more biomass. Oh my god, they've built another one of those bloody fortresses. This is the problem. They're going to be able to take territory from me. They're going to be able to basically take my resources. And that is brutal. That is brutal. Until we have a way of destroying those easily, not a lot we can do. And yep, this is perfect. And they have that too? Damn it. You know what? Gargoyles might be useful. Maybe? Because I could fly them all over, and then they just don't have the armor piercing. I don't think it would matter. A Hive Tyrant. Now that could be fun. But you don't want to send them in blind, which you'd have to. So I did Gargoyles and a Hive Tyrant. Gargoyles to run in and get shot at a bunch, then a Hive Tyrant to decide whether or not it's smart to move in. Are you going to get shot? Nope. Nope. You can keep line of sight on them. That's good. That's what I need, really. I need to just keep my eyes on them. Yep, I know. They took it. I was there. So we'll have that going, and we'll acquire another tile. While we're loitering here, we might as well. I might also grab that and build a research building there. Because if we're going to have to camp, just getting way ahead in the tech tree is going to be really handy for us. Like, everything will be able to punch above its weight. Despite the fact that we won't have much stuff. Because we are missing out on a lot of resources. So increased damage of melee weapons against infantry and monstrous creatures. These parasitic glands secrete vile fluids, coating the Tyranid's claws, fangs, and talons with a lethal variety of alien poisons. Sounds charming. So yeah, you guys keep moving. You stay there, I think. In the trees, actually. There we go. Population went up again. Have to keep an eye on that. Okay. It's all very nerve-wracking. Thing is, though, Space Marines only have one city. They only ever have one city. So if we can actually get things like Carnifexes, right? We get like a couple of them, send them down here, and we can just attack the city straight away while all of them are out. We might be able to destroy the city. Though I kind of doubt it. It's probably going to take us way too many turns to destroy it. It's a tough one. We might just be setting ourselves up to get, like, damaged a lot by the city, and then their army will come and just kill everything. So, I don't know. This is tough. This really is not easy. Not really sure what the plan is here. Reduce the influence upkeep of resource building sounds quite nice. But armor penetration up sounds really, really nice. The Megafauna Sack, building that constructs new buildings whilst generating biomass and increasing population limit. That's actually kind of awesome that it does all those things. I think I will get that. Reduce cost of founding new cities, that's really good too. And that lets you get larger tile acquisition radius, which might be useful pretty soon. I think we'll go the Megafauna Sack. I think that's probably the way to go. Because it'll let us get other cities off the ground quicker, and I think that's what we're going to have to do. Possibly just build a bunch of cities in this tiny little corner of the map. And by doing so, we can just get like a bunch of resource buildings and let our population do the work. Okay, so, biomass. Boom. Execute orders. Yeah, everyone just start making your way downtown. You move there. You're going to move there. You're going to stand behind, I guess. You sit tight. You sit tight. You sit tight. Luckily, orcs haven't bothered doing anything yet. They're pretty busy fighting someone. Okay. Okay. Execute orders. Fine. You sit tight, you sit tight, you sit tight, you sit tight. Not doing much right now, are we? But we will soon start devouring all this area to get our biomass up, and that'll let us build more things. So, consume tile. Oh, it doesn't matter. So I was like, why do we minus 100% food? We're not even getting food. Food isn't a thing. So this just gets us biomass, which is great. Oh god, it costs influence. We need way more influence. And that's going to cost more biomass. Grr. Okay, so... I mean, this gives us 20 biomass. So I'll do that. Can you not... That one. There we go. Now we have more biomass. Nice. Let's get another one. Upkeep is biomass, but it should be getting a lot more biomass than we're spending. Though influence is going to be a huge problem, so we will need to build more of the influence buildings. God, it's a real juggling act, you know. Which honestly, yeah, makes a lot of sense. But yeah, it's a lot. And yeah, research building I think might be worthwhile too. But right now we just need to get a bunch of biomass and influence. Just get like skyrocketing amounts of biomass and influence. Although we are getting quite a lot of influence. Well, we're not getting much, but we have a lot. So that should give us a bit of a leg up, you know. So let's grab that too. And if we're only grabbing the ones that give us like 20, we can grab the rest later. But yeah, 20 at a time is kind of brilliant. Honestly, like that's sort of huge. To the point where I might even get some more Tyranid warriors. It's almost tempting. Okay, research. Let's get a research building there. Or do I want to get the influence? I should probably get the influence first. Although I should probably grab that first. Now I'm just wasting time here. Alright, let's get research. Then I'll build the thing for more influence. Alright, we'll just hope that that influence keeps it going for a while. I think that's probably safe. Okay, good. Moving on. Okay, more neutral units. Can you come down here and fight them, please? Nothing reflects the inhumanity of a hive more than the megafauna sac. To a human eye, its smooth and membranous dome is reminiscent of a design for a museum. However, when it rears itself asunder to reveal another giant biostructure, pulsating and screaming in its birth throes, when that building is half dragged, half crawls its towering flesh into position, when the sac gums itself back together and ripper swarms consume its afterbirth, the human mind then sees it as truly alien. Yeah, that sounds mental. It only puts up population by 1, but like, fine. It also produces biomass. That's awesome. Alright, so keep devouring these cities, yeah? Not cities, forests. What am I saying? Okay, so that's great news. Now I think I do want one of these. I just realised I had that building for a couple of turns, didn't I? Oh, damn it. That's very frustrating. Very frustrating. Anyway, whatever. Just ignore me clicking on things completely, you know, without thinking. It's fine. I mean, more loyalty will be necessary later, but we need the Brood Haunt, because I do need to start getting things like Carnifexes. We are going to need something that can rip through armor if we're going to deal with any of these Space Marines. That honestly could come and attack us at any time, and it's going to be a real struggle to stop them. So we do need to get on top of that quickly. Although I am loving that we're starting to devour places. Devouring places is marvellous. We can have more, you know, things to devour if we head north, I think. Ish. There's many 15s. There's a couple, there's like a 25s over here, which is nice. It's all only 10. Yeah, not a lot of biomass over here. This middle bit's great. Look at that. 30 biomass from each of these tiles we devour. But yeah, we always seem to start. I think Tyranids always start in the volcanic areas, just so that way they don't get loads of biomass early, you know? I think that's genuinely a balancing thing. Because the test campaign, when I played the first few turns, just to go, oh yeah, okay, we're playing Tyranids. Yeah, same thing. We started in volcanic territory. Yeah, I might be wrong. Might not be the case at all, but it certainly seems that way. Yeah, so the 15s are the best we can do here. But there is a lot of them, so it'll do. Boop. Okay. You guys sit tight, I suppose. Still worried about the orcs, but I mean, they just don't seem interested, which is nice. Can get more Tyranid warriors if I want, but I think I'm going to save up for now. Okay, let's grab another 15. Brilliant. You guys all sit tight. It's a very weird campaign, I've got to say. Very strange. Like just sort of camping and eating everything. Some of the hive mind's creations are produced by separate biostructures because of the care and resources taken in their rendering. Others are simply large. The Brood Haunt houses those brutish giants that are far too big for the brood nest. Inside this high-spined haunt, womb caverns of bone filled with suspensory fluid allow the layering of muscle and bone for these monstrous giants. Ugh. Just ugh. We are now running very low on influence, which is frustrating. But I can build another city somewhere. And this will give us more influence. So actually building down here sounds quite useful. So let's have you go down this way. It does recommend building something over here, actually. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Should we just build like a couple of cities? Is that clever? I mean, everything's going to cost us biomass to build, so we do need to get more biomass. So I'm not sure. But you can move. So that's only 10. That's a 15. Oh, these are 15s. Alright, you can move here then. And then we'll devour this spot. And then I can build a... Okay, now it's saying this isn't a good spot for it. Which is confusing. Now it's saying that over here is good. Does it just point to like the best place or what? I have no idea. Oh, these are only 10s. That's a bit rubbish. Do I want to grab a 10 anyway? I think we'll wait. So Brood Haunt will produce a little bit of biomass. The Megafauna sack is very handy for building buildings quicker. That's probably the first thing we're going to build in the other cities that we build. Or city. I think we need more influence. I think we're going to have to build that. We have to get one of those built. At least. Or else we're just not going to keep eating and then our biomass won't be able to go up as quickly. Reduces influence upkeep of resource buildings. Very useful. Because we do have a few resource buildings now. And now we realise how important influence is. So that's very useful technology to have. Alright, everyone sit tight. Okay, good. I could actually move in here. Really, like, make the most of this area. Because there's, like, some 20s over here. Some 15s. Alright, you go down here. And you probably build... I mean, that gives us some influence. This gives us some... Yeah, it's the same. Like, these are both 1 influence and 1 biomass. Except that will give us... Yeah, they both give us plus 10% influence. For having that within our city. So screw it, we're building here. And we can't quite afford the megafauna thingy. That's okay. Because I'm about to devour that tile. Good. So now, get the megafauna thingy. Good. Okay, hopefully this is clever. Hopefully this has worked out well for us. This is earning a lot of biomass for us. So that has actually put our income up a lot. And hopefully building another one will help too. Loyalty's terrible. Wow, I did not realize how bad loyalty was. We probably need to get the coherence node very quickly. That, I think, is actually our biggest problem right now. I didn't realize. Because they don't tend to get punished as much for loyalty. But then that did go down a bunch because we got -6 just from that city being built. Which definitely going to sting. It's going to take 6 turns to build. Wow. Okay. Moving along. Okay, still don't have much influence, but we are getting a little bit more. Not enough to do anything about it yet. So clearing the tile doesn't gain us anything. No, let's get you over here. There's some, 20 and a 15. I might... Yeah, I'm going to move you there so I can move him up there so we grab these 20s as well. You know, when the time is right. Okay, good. You all sit tight. Actually, do I need to sit tight or do you build something? Maybe more influence, but there's no point queuing that up yet. Alright, moving on. And a coherence node. Okay, get more loyalty. Sounds good to me. So, an Imperial Scholar might make an analogy between a coherence node and something like a radio tower, and certainly its orchid ear appearance fits, but it doesn't transmit but receives. The node's folded surfaces track the locations of the hive mind's creatures for the most efficient deployment of its synapses, to prevent the hive swarms falling into anarchy and chaos. Well, alright then. Sounds cool. I guess I'll grab that. Cool. And that's still building. Alright. Population to this one went up. That's nice. And you can get 20. Good. Big old chunks of biomass. Yum yum. Alright, that's all good. So we still don't have the alpha ovipository built, which is crazy, actually. Get Carnifex next, I think. Actually, Ripper Dispersion would be good for the tile radius. Come to think of it. All extra armor penetration. It's only going to take 3 turns to get that now, so let's go ahead and do that. I know I should probably be producing more of everything. I don't know. but being able to actually focus on our infrastructure this much feels kind of good that we can do that. The fact we're being left alone enough to really put this, you know, try and get our numbers up, feels very important. And we're done. But yeah, I feel like we could be doing this more efficiently, perhaps. But certainly getting up our loyalty is going to help. I might even get a couple queued up, you know. Because we have by 6 at a time. Like, that would get rid of a bunch of debuffs real quickly. So I think that's sort of important. And we can also move here and eat everything in this tile. Yum. The ruins remain, though, so you can still use them as cover, which is nice. They don't eat ruins, because the ruins aren't made of food. The more you know. So, gigaborer hives. The unique and disgusting borer nest is comprised of a compact nest of borer beetles, acidic insectoids that launch themselves in a frenzy from the weapon. Gigaborer hives contain fewer, much larger beetles, simply enabling more damage. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So we've always got that built. We've got the building. You know, the building that builds buildings is building. We have the building. Yeah. So, let's get... God, I don't know, actually. What do we want to do now? We've got those queued up. That's going. I mean, that's kind of it. I don't think we want to get any more units yet. I think we're still kind of sitting on it. Ripper dispersion, because we will actually need to... Ooh, extra infantry armor is good too. But we will actually need to expand around here soon. Because we are running out of tiles here. And actually being in this like narrow little area is a bit rubbish for us, because we are going to miss out on a bunch of potential expansion there, which is a problem. Let's grab that for the extra 1 biomass and influence. But the extra 10% influence just for the area generally is nice, because that will put that up a bit. And if we get more of the influence producing buildings here, that'd be good too. We will need to put up loyalty as well, though. You guys sit tight. Everyone's doing great. Sort of. How are you doing? Yeah, doing great. Everyone's doing great. Maybe. Do I want to get the Alpha Overpository built so I can just get this quest moving along? Might be worthwhile. I mean, they will wait for me. It's not really a problem. Okay, we got that now. Now we need to take over some more territory. Let's grab that one, I guess, because there's 3 slots there. That sounds good to me. Although, if I grab that one, if we are going to go for influence, then that might be better, because I can build it there and we get the native bonuses as well from the, from having this in our territory as well. So I think that'll just give us, I'll just maximise the bonuses for that resource, because I think that is what we're going to want to build first. Because that is producing most of our biomass right now, is our influence being converted into eating things. So, it works. Okay, moving on. We just discovered the orcs. They finally come for us. I hate it. That is so annoying. But I prefer to fight them than Space Marines. But if I'm fighting them than Space Marines decide they're actually going to come for me, then we could be in a lot of trouble. So the hive mind can recognise in the orc race a kindred creature, but unconscious. After all, are not the greenskins empowered and directed by a similar spirit? Are they not a fellow swarm that covers the galaxy, driven by a race-wide desire? To battle something so similar must be a strange feeling for the solitary mind. And we have Ripper dispersion. As the hive matures, the Rippers no longer need to swarm together in such huge numbers for safety. Dispersing them allows the hive mind to coordinate the reclamation behaviour over a wider range. Well, isn't that lovely? So we do still have that. I don't know how much he's going to head down here. Oh, they're going to build a new city down here, I think. That is a problem. That is a problem. Yeah, we need to go up there. So without mech boys, orcs would lack for light, power, transport, and even guns. They lack for sanitation regardless, but that's another story. Whenever an orc needs something building, be it a shiny new shooter or the boss's new ride, they go straight for the mechs. Furthermore, an orc with teeth to spare will take existing kit to the nearest mech in the hope of having damage repaired, and maybe some customizing done. It is a rare day that the customer gets what he asks for, but whatever the mech turns out will normally be fairly flash all the same. It's pretty funny. Okay, nothing left to devour up there. Alright, you're heading up there too. And you. We need to get on top of that guy before... well, those guys, before they can create a new city in any of this area, which I'm sure they'll try and do. They won't build it too close to this one, though. So I think we can intercept them before they can do it, but it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee. So, I was going to build influence, wasn't I? Let's do that. We can also then clear the tile. So we can build 3 things there. In fact, do you have tiles to clear? Nope, you don't. Don't at all. Never mind. Do I want to get another Tyranid warrior unit out there? I mean, we do have quite a lot of biomass now. We do have quite a lot of biomass. I think we'll get another Tyranid warriors unit. Just to be on the safe side. Maybe. Yeah, screw it. We're fine. Okay. Zoanthropes, extra infantry armor is nice. Increase the growth rate of Tyranid city sounds great. Actually. Research gain enemies die near a Malanthrope. We're not even killing anything right now. Could research the card effects. Or Hormigans. We'll go aggressive expansion, I think. Because right now, we only actually need 9 of our population, which is a bit absurd. We need to build quicker. So yeah, I think we really do need to build one of these things. So we'll build that in the last slot. And we're going to swap this around. So we can get that building before the next building is building. Okay. Okay, they seem to have backed away, which is weird. So I guess, unless they just ran past, which also seems likely. That's a population of 4 already, which is crazy. We really need to build stuff here faster. We need to build stuff everywhere faster, apparently. Alright, let's eat something else. Oh. Let's eat that. Is this going to be able to shoot me now? Not sure. Alright, you stay where you are. You too, and you. Skip the city? Yes. Alright, moving on. Okay, you keep moving upwards, please. Okay, still not seeing those mechs. So it looks like they just sort of went, oh, there are enemies here, and then ran off, which is amazing. Great if that's the case. Yeah, I'll take it. They can't afford to grab more, but we're doing okay on biomass, kind of. We're getting loads more influence now, though, which is good. This will start providing us a lot more influence, which is very good for us. In fact, I could put a 3rd one down. Are we going to go that crazy for influence here? I feel like we might as well, because this is giving us a lot of influence, and we do have the population for it. Then I can start doing things like production. But the fact that I can just rely on Malanthropes to give us like big amounts of biomass for whatever building project we have, I feel like that's really useful. Just to have a steady supply of that. Because this will stay at like, you know, 15, 20, 25, 30, whatever. Those numbers will remain the same. No matter like the hit to loyalty or anything like that. So it feels like a useful thing to have. At least, you know, that's what I reckon. Okay, I'm not sure what to do with this guy. Also, I'm stuck for some reason. Okay, there we go. Maybe move down here. Because it doesn't look like we're going to be fighting those orcs now. Alright, now you can grab that. Nom nom nom. So eating these forests is going to prevent them from having cover. And us, technically. So it's a bit of a funny one. They might be able to see me now, and that's a problem. Could be a genuine problem. But we're getting stuff built. Yeah, that feels good. God, it's a very weird campaign. I don't think I've ever had a campaign where I've been this passive. And so playing as the Tyranids and being this passive feels a bit odd. But then they're quite clever in how they devour a planet. You know, they're not, like, feral. That's the thing. Like, it's all very, like, cleverly orchestrated. They don't just rush in and get slaughtered. That's not beneficial in any way. So Tyranid cities place little value on size, but focus instead on productivity. Exactly. As long as a city is efficiently churning out troops, it doesn't matter if it occupies land. Okay. But when a city must expand, it can do extremely rapidly, from sphincters, fly-hooked tendons dragging seed pods out to the landscape, where they erupt like barbed stranglers. In moments, the land is occupied, rapidly gestating a new structure. Cool. I guess. Okay, let's just move you there, actually. I'll move you guys down. Can't really eat much more around here. There's a 20 there, though. Oh, well, you can't do anything anyway. Okay, one more turn, and that last building is done. That's taking a lot longer. So, everybody sit tight. Okay, more research. Extra armor sounds marvelous. Okay, done. Okay. Done. God, this is such a weird campaign. Right. More tiles. We need more tiles. So grab ones that give us a nice 3, I suppose. Good. And you... looking great. Do you want to get another Malanthrope? Do you want another city getting built? I think we probably do. Because it will all help in time. But while we're like sat around not really doing much, I think it makes sense to just get a bunch of cities building. Then we should sort of spike. You know, production should really spike at that point. Though we should probably also get some recruitment buildings down here while we're here. It will actually give us extra biomass. Our influence upkeep will go down, but right now, that's kind of impressive that our influence upkeep is enough to eat a tile every turn. Because this costs 30. We're getting 30 every turn now. I mean, this area down here is quite nice. And that gives us 20. I mean, that's 15. It's not terrible. I'll eat that. Does that get rid of the wireweed? No, it doesn't. It does not. You have to clear the tile for that. Alright. You sit tight. And let's build some more. So, reclamation pools. Do you want to start getting some more biomass now? Just flat biomass income? Actually, I'm going to need a coherence node over here. I may as well build a couple. Because we are going to try and build another city in a minute. So we are going to be put into the minuses again. Oh, whoops. I meant to click on him to move there. What a bother. That's fine. Alright, moving on. One thing I'm very surprised by is we haven't seen a single pop-up of any other faction being destroyed yet. Which, usually that happens quite early. Usually that does happen quite early, so I'm quite surprised. Okay, we've almost got the building built. So that's good news. Oh, hang on. Don't ever want to skip their turn, because they can eat something every single turn, which is amazing. Yeah, getting another Malanthrope would be useful. I know we won't have enough influence for them both to be able to eat, but one of them's going to turn into a city, so that's all good news. Extra infantry armor. The hive mind is a frugal mentality. Why sacrifice resources armoring troops that will be reclaimed anyway? Only when the gamble makes sense does it invest in extra thick chitin and bone for its fauna. So 7 armor now on these guys, 3 on them. I mean, 3 is obviously not very much, but it's something, you know? It is something. It's only a 10, it's a bit rubbish. Let's move down here. Ooh, yeah, we're good. Oh, that was a 20 as well. Oh, interesting. Oh, it was a 20. Weird, it still tells you how much is there even when it's gone. Weird. Okay, well, 15's fine. Okay, good. You're still building loyalty. Your loyalty is still rubbish. Oh, it's because you're still building that. Fair enough. I think we actually do want to get another building over here. I feel like it's not building quick enough. Yeah, that's all fine. Okay, research. X-Creen would be cool. That's artillery. It's an artillery creature, isn't it? Bioweapon symbiosis. Increase the armor penetration of melee weapons. Yes, please. Decrease the loyalty penalty for the amount of Tyranid cities. That's huge. Let's get that now. That would give us a big bonus. Especially because we're about to build a third city. At least that's the plan. Maybe down here as well. Go for more influence. Yep, grab that. Amazing. One more turn, and we have that built. Okay, you're still going. Lovely. Okay, moving on. I feel like we're getting to a groove now. Potentially. Okay, good. You there. Eat something. Nah, not yet. We need to work out where we're going to go. We're going to build a city up here. I mean, I feel like this is a little claustrophobic. Might be worth building one down here instead. I know it's quite close to the other cities, but, like, does that matter? With Tyranids? I don't think so. Not really. So, screw it. Let's go down here. And eat something on the way. Oh, only 10? I don't think that's actually worth the expense right now. But yeah, some grass down here we can eat. Grass is very good, apparently. Lots of biomass in grass. Okay. Cities, that's still going. Do I want yet another Malanthrope? I don't know. I don't know. Let's time to send one up this way. I mean, these rubbish places to eat. There's the odd 15, I suppose. But building another city up here would also be quite nice. Ish. I know, it's claustrophobic, as I said before. Building one in here would be great. This is a really good, like, area for a city. I just want another one on the front line. Get experience. I think it is worth having another one. Upkeep is biomass, but again, they seem to generate so much more biomass than they spend. It just feels, you know, fine to do that. Okay. 15. The best you got. Cool. And you can grab... Let's have you come down here and grab 20. Brilliant. Okay. Love it. Now you can build... Oh, yeah, you really need to build a hibernation marsupia, because you are going to fill up soon. So let's build one there. And you're going to have to build one as well, aren't you? You sure are. But first you need to get another tile occupied. So that one needs to be cleared. But everywhere else seems pretty good. That one's only a 2, everywhere else is a 3. So, yeah, let's get to the coast. For no apparent reason. Okay, that's all fine. That is fine. Let's move on. It's so weird how passive this is. Like, we're not embroiled in any big fighting yet. We really do need to get some production buildings with, like, better stuff, though. I just know that all of this focus on, like, resources, which isn't really going up that much, is going to be a problem at some point. Throughout the hive, from the great producer organisms to the smaller maintenance creatures to the substrate itself, small packages of grey matter are dispersed, increasing the ease with which the swarm creatures can be controlled. Interesting. So what has that done? Has that put up kind of everything, actually? Oh no, we don't have enough influence to found a city this turn. That's disappointing. And if I eat anywhere, then I won't. So I guess they're going to loiter for one more turn. It didn't dawn on me that we needed that much influence. That's fine. We'll basically go back to only having one eating per turn, so that will stay, you know, relatively stable. It'll be, if it's 29, it'll be every 30 turns. We'll have to pause for one turn, right? Although, actually, no, because the cities themselves get a bunch of influence, right? Ooh, they do eventually lose some. Okay, the more tiles you have, that lowers influence as well. Yeah. Okay, let's get you in the middle. Okay, so yeah, we definitely do need to get that built. But it's getting built, so we're fine. Everyone else, loiter. Choose research. Yep, bioweapon symbiotes, get that armor penetration up. That's going to be useful for all of our melee stuff, so, you know, card effects is included. Alright, time for you to build something. Maybe the building. actually. Although I do really do this build. How long is that going to take? 3 turns? Let's do that, then we'll get into building. It does actually give us biomass, and population limit goes up a bit more as well, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's occupy another tile. That one will do, why not? And now you can found another city. Oh, but here or here? I think here we might actually end up brushing up against another city. Here, maybe not quite. I would like to grab that early, so maybe there is worth doing. Screw it. If we brush up against each other, who cares? We'll just be dense with city. I mean, it's fine, right? Can't build that. Not enough resources to build that. That's annoying. Not enough resource to acquire another tile either. So now I'm not really sure what the plan is. That'll take 4 turns. We're going to build nothing that turn. So, never mind. Actually, I want to check. Now that we've got that research. Number of cities. Oh, loyalty is what I'm supposed to be looking at. My bad. From city amount. Okay, so it was normally 6 per city. It's -6 loyalty per city. Now it's -5 per city, which isn't a huge difference, but it is a bit of a difference. Yeah, that will contribute. So let's build that there. 7 turns. Oh, that is grim. That is real grim. Loyalty is affecting it a little bit. That's fine. Although, is it worth grabbing that first? How many turns will it take to take the tile? 2? Oh, yeah, alright. I'll take that tile, just so we can get the extra influence from here. And I suppose you should keep eating. You can't. We don't quite have enough influence. That's also fine, I guess. Okay, moving on. Okay. Come on. Come on, enemies. Clearly something's having a bit of a fight. It is taking longer for the enemy turns now. Certainly seems like it. Okay, let's grab that. Good. And then... okay, you'll have that soon. You've just taken this tile. So, what are we going to build? Maybe a coherence node, just so we can get loyalty up a little bit more. Because loyalty is going to go down. Yeah, here too. Need a habitat node first. And then we need to build quicker. Yeah, fair enough. And then we have this guy who's going to run up over here, hang out with them for a bit. We'll see how it all goes. Just having another one of those is nice. They're very useful. Bioweapon symbiosis. When the Tyranids were first encountered, particularly their forerunners, the Zotes, their weaponry was typically a range of separate organisms. As time has gone by, the Tyranids and their weapons have grown closer together. Aww, isn't that sweet? See, it's actually a love story. And unfortunately, this love story is going to have to wait until next episode, because we're at the end of this one. But really interesting to have so many, like having 3 cities on episode 2. Usually I don't have 3 cities until episode 42, so it's kind of nice that we're sort of building very differently to how I do other campaigns. So, yeah, hopefully it'll be fun. And I hope you guys are finding it fun. If you are, then comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.